Okay, here we are. I am live. Let me just, oh, you know what? I always forget. Hi, Darlene. I always forget my, um, my do not disturb thing here. Where am I? There we go. Okay. Are you staying warm? Like, seriously, what happened? Like 3 days ago, it was like, what, 28 out? And now it's, wow, it feels like November. Anyway, let me get that adjusted. Darlene, look at, do you see your name? Okay, you're in both locations. Thank you for doing that. That helps me so much because then I know what's going on. Maybe it's just you and I this morning. So my, let's backtrack here. My August incentive, or not incentive, my August, what am I trying to say? My August draw as a thank you gift for orders over $45 is this beautiful unopened meandering paper, okay? Now, the girls that placed a $45 order with me, Darlene, Gabriel, oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said your last name. And Darlene, oh, mind you, your last name's right there. Darlene again, so thank you. And Angela K. Okay, so let's see who is going to win that. I want to do that right away. And then my thank you gift for the month of September for placing a $45 order is the beautiful Star Struck embossing folder. This is a great background folder for cards. Let's just tuck that away again so I know where it is. I know, I love this paper. Like it does all the work. Like even and I know you're not an album girl, Dar, but even this 6x6 paper for my last album class that I taught, it would be so perfect. Okay, so I've got the 3 names in here. I'm jiggling. Let's see. I'm not going to look. And the winner is, I have one. The winner is Angela. So Angela, you have won this. Let me do that so I don't lose it. So Angela, thank you for placing an order with me. I'm going to take these, your 2 names, Dar, sorry, and I trashed them, but you're going to go in for my draw. Thank you for sharing, okay? And Judy's here, so thank you for sharing. Let's get that set aside. September tutorial bundle. So you know the drill. If you place a $65 order with me at the end of the month, I will send you, where am I going to put this? I will send you the tutorial bundle for the month of September. There are 22 projects. These are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from around the world. This is my September card class for my card and devotion class. It's the live that I actually did last week, and you can pop a gift card in there. So that is my September class. And then my larger Funfold, basically, class is this card for September. So if you are interested, even in just the kits, let me know and I can get that off to you, okay? So let me tuck those over there. This is just, this is kind of my own kind of personal little FYI so I can stay on top of things. Why does it feels like it's so dark. Oh, but when I bring my hand, anyway, weird. So here are the dates for my September classes, okay? So September 9th, 10 a.m., card and devotion. In the evening is my card class. Then on the 15th is BYOP, which is bring your own project. So girls come and they just play with my stuff, or they work on albums that that they have. This just snapped off of my light. Yikes. Please don't break. I need you. Okay. Yeah, a lot of girls bring the albums that they have created in my classes and work on that. And then these two classes are the same. So September 16th is the morning class. That's the evening class and the morning class. For those that want to mark your calendars ahead of time or take a screenshot, here are my October dates, okay? And here are my November dates. Now, they're a little bit wonky because we are gone for a week in November, so I kind of smushed them all in, okay? Oh, Judy, take care, okay? Oh, honey, I hope you get through this. Be well, or just sit quietly and listen. If anybody wants to take a screenshot of my sign-up sheets for various classes, here they are. So my rolling photo box class, it's not a live, but there is a video showing you how to do it along with a tutorial. My 6x6 photo album class, my monthly card class that I do twice a month, once in the morning, once in the evening. So those are the QR codes for those. Bye, Judy. Take care. Shop with me, card stack. Those are all day classes. There's my BYOP sign up, my paper share, my card and devotion class. And if you need to get a hold of me for anything, DeniseWillerton@gmail.com is where you will find me. Okay, let's get on to this card. Now, Darlene, I think it might just be you and I today by the looks of things. I know Deb is away. And Darlene, I think, did you get yours yet? I think you ordered it. We are going to play with the Sunflower 3D embossing folder today, okay? And we can grab sentiments from here, or even, well, these two, Beautiful Butterflies and Unbounded Love, okay? So we can grab our sentiments from there. Oh, yeah. I was just trying to kind of go for how do I keep myself super organized and everybody else too. Okay, so I did complete a card, but of course I'm going to show you that later because I want to do kind of a different take on the same card, okay? Oh, yay! Darlene, I am so excited for you. Here we go. We're going to do, so I've got Very Vanilla here, and let's do this step by step. So this is the embossed side. So on the folder, where you see the Stampin' Up logo, that is the embossed side. What happens down here is the debossed side, okay? So here's the embossed, and there's the debossed. We're going to work on the debossed side, and you know where I'm going with this. But hang tight, because at the end of the video, the third card that I teach is going to be like, what? Let's get a piece of scrap. So embossed side, the flower petals are looking up towards you. The debossed side, they're kind of dented in, and that's what we want. We're going to work with Shaded Spruce, Pumpkin Pie, and Crushed Curry, and we're going to use those three colors on the same card, okay? So let's start with our petals. And I'm going to use a dauber, okay? Because I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. Is that better, Dar? Or is that worser? That way. Okay. And we are going to, am I doing, yes. We are going to color in our flower. And you know what? There's no right or wrong. You can color first. I think on the other ones, I actually swiped first, but that's okay. We're going to watch this come to life. Darlene, I should have warned you that we're doing this, to say pull out your embossing folder and do this. You could probably still do it. Okay, I've got nice depth of color there. So I am just going to kind of look around and see wherever I've got petals. And so I'm not going in a circular motion, I'm kind of swiping. And there's that down there. And right here, try to get all these petals in. You know what I did today? Karen, hi, welcome here. And thank you for sharing. I will put your name down. I turned on my furnace. I don't think I've ever turned on my furnace in September, but I did. I turned on my furnace. Anyone else? So this is the sunflower embossing folder, okay? And now I think I've got all my gold. But stick around because card number 2 and card number 3 are amazing. So that is crushed curry. It's a nice deep yellow. Now we're going to grab pumpkin pie and let's do that. So here's another dauber, and let's do pumpkin pie for our centers. And I've got, yeah, that's a center too. You know what? I'm going to grab one of my little brushes. For that one, because it's just little. And my dauber's a little too big. So now I can see, and it's a hot mess and it doesn't look pretty, but stick around. Let's grab our yellow and let's get some color up in those petals up at the top. Okay, that's better. And now I've got my orange, and now let's grab our shaded spruce and another dauber. So again, I am working on the debossed side, okay? I am working on the debossed side. Let's grab shaded spruce, and we're just looking to find all of our leaves. And it doesn't look like anything really nice right now. I'm going to grab another little brush, I think. So again, I'm just kind of swiping in one direction rather than going in a circular motion. Get some nice depth in there. Okay, so right here where I've got a stem, let's grab another one of these little brushes so you can see how there's the indent of the stem right there. That's where I want to put some color. So in there, oh Darlene, just wait. Just wait till I do step 2. You have to pull out your embossing folder, Darlene, and work with that. Pull some up there. Okay, and I think I have everything. Let's go right in that corner there. Okay. So there is that. Okay. I know. Whoops. Sherry, hi. Welcome here. Welcome here. Let me get your names down. I was just so intently painting. Karen, thank you for sharing. So you're going to have 4 cards to choose from at the end of the video. Okay, so here are my browns. We're going to start with pumpkin or with crumb cake. So I've got crumb cake, pecan pie, and early espresso. Let's start with crumb cake. Kathy, hello, welcome here. And Kathy, did you share? I think you did. Why is your name not here? But let me know. Okay, so again, here's the embossed side. See how those petals are kind of looking up at you? This is the debossed side, so everything is kind of dented in. We're going to start with crumb cake, and I am just going to swipe. Isn't that crazy? Let's just turn that around. And you know what I'm going to do? So there's the crumb cake. So this is kind of that wood burning effect. Let me pop your names in. Okay, Kathy, thank you. I'm going to pop your names in my little jar here so they don't go missing. So Kathy, let me put you down as well. Now, stick around, stick around. So that was crumb cake. Now let's grab our pecan pie. And I can tell I'm going to need to put a candy in my mouth. So I'm just, and I'm not pressing really, really hard, okay? And so I just want a different depth of the browns. So there's the pecan pie. Karen, this is right up your alley. Like, isn't that, like, what happened? It wasn't looking so hot. And now let's grab early espresso, okay? Stick around because we're going to do this a different way. So here's early espresso. Okay. And depending on what you want, like see how it's a little bit lighter right there, you can keep swiping or you can just leave it the way it is. I'm kind of really, really liking this right now the way it is. Isn't that stunning? Okay, so that is on very vanilla. That is on very vanilla. Well, you know what? Let's mount it. Let's mount it on an early espresso card base. Isn't that beautiful? So stunning. Let me, actually, girls, should I put this on an early espresso card base? So we've got this dark brown happening and now we've got our dark early espresso frame, or should I put it on very vanilla? What do you think? Where does it seem? Let's move this out of the way. Where does it seem to pop more? Should we put it on early espresso? And let me change my camera just a bit. I'm not totally square to my table, and that bothers me. So what do you think? Early espresso or the very vanilla? And yes, it is stunning. Early espresso. Okay, that's kind of where my head was going. All right, let's do that. And it's just stunning how that all happens. Where did my Tombow go? I don't know if, oh yeah, I still have some in here. I'm going to have to go reach for my Tombow here in a minute. Because this is embossed, I find that liquid glue is best for putting it down rather than tape. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I've got it placed nicely, and I make sure first that there's no glue oozing out, like right there. I'll have to clean that up in a minute. And then I just tip it over, and that's where I give it a good massage. June, hello. I have not seen your name pop up in a long time. It is lovely to see you. I've got names in my bucket for those that have shared. Okay, so there is card number 1, and if I have time, I'll sentiment it out and everything. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2. We're going to kind of do the same thing. Now, this is Timid Tiger, and this is one of our new in colors. Here's the embossed side. You can see how the petals are looking up towards you. If I flip it over, this is the debossed side. My flowers are, my flower petals are dented in. Okay, now we're going to grab our dauber, and we're going to grab shaded spruce, and we're going to do our leaves. Okay, make sure that that is down. There you go. Okay, so you're just going to kind of hunt out, and I see right here, this is kind of like that stem with the smaller leaves. I'm going to use my little brush just so that I can get in there a little easier than the dauber. Okay, so which are my leaves? Right here. And up in there, and it does not look pretty, but hang on. Don't go anywhere. Karen, this is such a you card because I know you love to paint. And it's not pretty right now, but hold on. Okay, we've got a leaf peeking out right there. Let's get some green on that. We've got some right here. Girls, thank you for saying hello to each other. And June, if you do share, and no pressure at all. I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you do share, please let me know so that I can add your name. That's a flower, so we're not going to touch it. Where else? I've got a leaf right there. So again, I'm just going kind of left, right, or top, bottom. I'm not going in a circular motion. And I feel that my daubers last a little longer when I do that as well. I've got another leaf right there, okay? Right there. And then we're going to grab our pumpkin pie. That's a flower. Let's grab our pumpkin pie and do our centers. So seriously, it's just a hot mess and it doesn't look like anything pretty. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to grab my smaller brush, because right here I've got a center of my flower. So let's get some pumpkin pie on that. I get to pick up my grandkids after school today. So exciting. Their first day of school. And I get to see them at the end of the day. I'm thrilled. Okay, let's grab our dauber and let's do that center. You girls are just intently watching. Okay, so again, I am working on Timid Tiger. Everything else looks like a flower. Okay? So same thing here. We are going to grab our browns and we're going to start with crumb cake. Are you ready? I hope you're sitting. Please sit. See how this just looks like a hot mess? And it's like, how is that ever going to look like a nice card? Believe you me, watch this. So crumb cake, so nice and gentle, nothing too crazy. Already it's looking better. Then grab your pecan pie. And you can go as dark as you want when you're dragging. Do you see how that is just like, it's stunning. Early espresso. I keep looking at my camera or at my laptop because I want to see exactly what it is that you're seeing. I'm quite impressed. Here's early espresso. So that's our nice, deep, deep dark brown. And you can pass as much as you want to try to fill in the yellows. A little bit of that Timid Tiger that's peeking out. And so then there, and you're going to get a little bit mucky, so that's okay. Just wipe your hands. Okay, so here is card number 2. So again, this one is very vanilla. This one is Timid Tiger. So I think I will do the same thing and I will pop that onto early espresso or very vanilla. Which one? I'm going to go grab my Tombow while you decide and let me know. Because it's just right here around the back. I was working on my next class. So let me know again where you think this should go down. Such a fun technique, ladies. If you have this embossing folder And just so that you know, it is actually in, and I didn't check it just before I went live, it is on low inventory. So that is the Sunflower 3D embossing folder, okay? And it is a bundle, so then you would qualify, I believe. So there's the bundle, okay? So if you are interested in ordering that, do not wait, because the embossing folder is on low inventory. So, are you girls still with me? Oh, where would you find? Oh, there. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. My messages were all, yeah, down at the bottom. Karen, I'm sorry. I think it's an online exclusive. Let me take a peek. Let me take a peek. Oh, I don't have my right screen up right now. I don't think it's in the mini, Karen. I think, well, maybe it is. June, thank you. Let me see. Dies. Sunflower. You know what? It is an online exclusive, Karen. It is an online exclusive. So make sure if you are ordering it that you order either the bundle or just, yeah. And you know what? It also comes, hang on one second. Hang on. So this is the bundle, actually, Karen. Where did I put it? There's dies, and I wish I had that card right in front of me. There's dies. There's the cone flower. Oh, is this a different? You know what? Let me take a moment here and look. Sorry, girls. I was looking for it, but the website seems to be doing weird things right now for me. Oh, that's strange. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. Back to my home page. I'm going to have to pull this straight up here. Cone flower. Okay, so this is the bundle here with the cone flower, and then sunflower. This is something different. Sunflower. And spell much. Sunflower embossing folder. Oh, you know what? Yep, it's currently unavailable, but I will put on the notification. And let me take a really, really quick look. Inventory status on the sunflower. Let me see. We are expecting this back on September 22nd. Okay? Sorry about all of that. Okay? So I was looking for it, but okay. Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, this is, this morning it was on low inventory, and it is currently September 22nd. So Karen, I've given myself a notification, and so when it does go, when it is back, I can let you know. Okay, so we're going to pop that onto Early Espresso as well. Now stay tuned. Yes, June, you can do this with all 3D embossing folders. I have past videos where I've done it, So what you do is you are going to paint or add your color, not paint, but like with our inks, on the debossed side, and then you're going to drag a darker color across. Okay, now we're going to do this one more time, and if time allows, we will actually finish the cards. Okay, I am going to grab another brush. My orange went in here a little bit. I want to see if I can. Oh no, this is my cardstock. Okay, Timid Tiger, because that's what this. I'm going to see if I am able to get some Timid Tiger on there, just to kind of hide that orange a little bit. I guess I was super excited and I got sloppy. And we're going to add a little bit of green, because you're very welcome. You're very welcome, ladies. We're going to grab our green and our shaded spruce, because now that I've dragged that the dark colors on top of it, I can see where I actually still have some leaves. And so you can still do this after the fact. There we go. Okay. Now, last but certainly not least, we are going to grab some scrap paper so we don't make a hot mess on our table, and we're going to get sentiments on these. Maybe we should do them now, or not. So now I have, this is the embossed side. You can see how the flowers are raised up and looking at you. Brace yourself. The back side is the debossed side, okay? So when I put this paper in there, this is called the earthen, what is it called? Hang on. It is called the earthen toned metallic paper, okay? Well, you didn't see that very well. Earthen toned metallic paper, so it's 12 by 12, and there are 3 sheets in there, okay? So when I put this in my embossing folder, I've got my Stampin' Up emblem, which is on the top page of my embossing folder. This portion here, right under this lid, is going to give you the embossed side. You want the debossed side for this. So rather than putting my metallic in this way, I put my metallic in that way. So you can see how I got my embossing at the top, right? But now, because my metallic was on this portion of the embossing folder, I got the debossed side, which is what I want. So it's a little bit curled at the moment, and it's not going to affect anything. Let's just see if we can straighten that up just a little bit. We're going to grab Memento. You can grab any dark color, but we're going to grab Memento on the debossed side. So if you need a quick, super elegant card like right now, grab one of your metallics, use any 3D embossing folder. Make sure your metallic paper is upside down on your pad so that you are embossing on the debossed side on the metallic. We're going to grab Memento and we're going to drag. So this is called, some people call it iced. Now I don't want to touch this because it is wet and it's going to take time. That's what I want right there. It's going to take time to dry. So this is, I think they call it the iced method. I'm getting very dirty. I don't know if you can see what's happening here. I am a real hot mess here. So we are just going to drag our memento across. Or press. What happens if I press? I've got lines if I press. Press and drag. And be prepared. Nope, it's picking back up. And I want a little bit right here. So I'm just pressing. Look at that. I don't know if it's coming through. Carol, hello. Better late than never. So, look what has happened. Look what has happened to me. Now, I've never tried this before, so I'm a little bit wondering if I have done it incorrectly. Oh, it's so stunning. I don't know if you can see what I see here. Okay. We're going to get our heat tool and we're not going to put it on full. Carol, I've got your name and I popped you in there, okay? Let's grab our heat tool. Now with the Stampin' Up, I'm tangled. With the Stampin' Up heat tool, you have two settings. You have a 1 and a 2. We're just going to stay on our 1, okay? Because this is like super wet. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to complete this card. So I've never used metallic paper before with dragging our inks across it. So I'm going to study it a little further, and I'm not in camera. Sorry about that. I don't know if it's dry. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. So this is what has happened on the debossed side of that, okay? Now, let's see if, I wonder, hang on one second, I have a thought. Let's try it with stays on. Let's try it with stays on and see what happens. I I feel like my Stays On needs ink. I am a hot mess here. Oh my goodness. It is stunning, and it works better with Stays On. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but look at that. Look at that. Isn't that so, so pretty? So that is with Stays On. Let's see if I can clean my hands a little. That is stunning. I am going to set that aside. So I think I need soap and water. That is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. And with the Stays On, you can use the Stays On, and you can stamp on glass and it will stay on. Hence the word Stays On. So this is the metallic using Stays On ink, which is definitely what I would do. Oh, it's beautiful. So if you need an elegant card and you don't mind that, here it is. Now hopefully I'm not going to make a hot mess on anything that I touch. No, it doesn't seem to be leaving. Okay, we're going to set that aside though. I'm not going to finish that one because I'm afraid to touch it. But I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. So I would place that on Very Vanilla is what I would do with that. And then my sentiment, I would use Very Vanilla. Let's finish the cards that we did today. So again, this is the Timid Tiger design paper that we painted, whoopsie, sorry. We painted, or we brushed the green and the pumpkin pie. This is the Very Vanilla, and this is both on the debossed side, okay? We did all of our colors, okay? And then we swiped. So again, the colors that I used were, for this one, not that, pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and shaded spruce. And this is shaded spruce and pumpkin pie. The yellow that you see is the Timid Tiger, okay? And then I swiped, starting with the lighter. So I swiped crumb cake, pumpkin pie, and early espresso. And just in one direction. You can do it in two directions and kind of get a little bit of a grid look, but I chose not to. Let's see what we can do for sentiments. So girls, someone's going to win this card that for those that shared. So I want you to let me know what sentiment you would like. The other sentiment that I already used was happy belated birthday. So keep that in mind. Any of these would work. Okay? So does anybody have a preference of what? And you can choose two because I'm going to create two cards. I think I've got time to pull it off. And then we are going to use, for our gems, this stunning, it's called Streaked Dots. Look at them. They're gorgeous. And so these streaked dots against this card is just, it's wonderful. I'm going to grab some crumb cake cardstock strips of scrap. Have a blessed day, Darlene says. Right here, okay? Have a blessed day. And I need one more sentiment. So there's have a blessed day. And I wonder if that's not going to fit. And we're going to use, my dirty fingers are bothering me. Oh no, where did it go? I just lost my sentiment. Where did my have a blessed day go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I found it. Whew. And we have a, yeah, we can do a happy birthday. Okay, so there's our have a blessed day and happy birthday. Okay, so have a blessed day. That is not going to fit on there. I pulled out the traditional labels dies. Let's see if that's not going to quite fit. But this one might. These are stunning. That one might look really cool, but maybe it's too wide. Let's grab Early Espresso. And let's get in focus here. There we go. Well, now we have a blessed day. Oh, 2 for happy birthday. Okay, let's do happy birthday. So have a blessed day. I wish I had. Do I? Let's see if we can get. I'm going to go on a quick little hunt here. Speak amongst yourselves for a stunning little strip for my sentiment. Let me go to my, those will not fit. I wonder if this is going to fit. It might be a little small. It is just a little small. You know what? We're going to fussy cut it. I thought maybe I could use that die from the Perfectly Pairs die. This is the Perfectly Pairs bundle. It's so fun. It is so fun. Okay, let's tuck that up there and let's create our sentiment. And I will make it into a banner. Yeah, exactly. So I am going to, so watch what I do here. You can do this with your Stampin' Trimmer as well. I just want to go real quick and fast here. So I am going to just kind of line up my letters. So this is the depth of my cardstock, okay? So if I cut that off, I think I did this in my last live, so I'm just kind of slicing really close to my letters. Let's take these two. They're the same height, okay? Sorry about my fingers. We're going to grab our, if I can find them, where did my snips go? Oh, you know what? I wonder, where did my snips go? You know, I should get in the habit of just staying in one place. There they are. Okay, so this is, let's cut that little end off. I feel like my black fingers are smudging things. So this here is the depth of my sentiment. If I kind of eyeball center and go straight up, and then if I find this corner and go up to where I sliced, and this corner up to where I sliced, I have created a little flag, 2 of them. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab our little dimensionals, and we're going to put one on either side of what we just cut. Remove the backing, and I am going to just line this up, not even with my flag. I'm just going to leave like about a 64th of an inch at the bottom, like so. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So now I want that 64th of an inch on the bottom side. And so what happens is you've kind of created the illusion of this sort of thing, okay? And Darlene, I totally agree. The let's. Oh, I'm glad you're back. I'm not. Okay, so now on this one, I don't want to, I think I like it up here. Or we could do it right. That actually looks good. What do you think if we did it kind of right in the middle? And because there's dimensions on either side of the blessed, I'm not feeling like, well, maybe that would look cool if this whole thing was dimensional. So what we would do is we would put a dimension on that side, and then right here in the middle, I'm going to put a double dimension. So Darlene, I think the skinny strip. Oh, yes, okay, I get what you mean. I thought you meant the typing on one of the stamps was incorrect. So this center one here has a double dimensional on it because I've got a dimension under here and here plus on top, okay? So I am going to pop that kind of, and what you can do if there is an area that you're actually not happy with, you can cover it as well, but I'm really happy with this whole thing. Did I remove all the backing? No, I didn't. That's why. And the center is off. And down that goes right there. Now let's get some of these dots on here. They are so beautiful. We're going to put one right here and one beside it, right there. And then our third one right here. So I kind of have this triangle effect happening. Isn't that so sweet? Okay, this one here, we had happy birthday. Okay, and again, we want small. I did use happy birthday on one of my cards. I'm going to use this one. That was not small, but that's okay. We're going to do happy birthday with this one. So this one is our Timid Tiger design paper. And let's put this away right away. so I don't lose it. Have a blessed day. Could you hear the panic in my voice when I thought I lost it? I'm like, where did that go? Okay, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And here is a perfect little strip. And I think I am going to create just a slant on this one on either side. I am crooked. That does not work for me. There we go. I have to be on top of my work. That's better. And so what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to grab our snips and we're going to go at a diagonal on that side. So I'm going to do the same diagonal on that side. And we're going to put dimensionals behind that. Hide that crooked one. Put 3. So that my middle does not cave in. Okay. And I am not super happy with how I bled into my my petals here. So we're going to put our sentiment right there. And let's get our dots on this card. And we're going to do this kind of the same thing. A big one, a little one, and then another big one right here. So again, there's that kind of triangle effect on that happy birthday one. Okay, so this I will complete when I get back from picking up our grandkids because I don't want to touch it. And the other one that I created was happy belated birthday. So let's get all of that in. And I don't want to touch that one. But that one's going to go down on. It's stunning. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. Really, really pleased. Okay, let's see who gets to win a card today. So thank you for sharing. Karen, Dar, and again, if you place a Sherry, place a $45 order with me. Judy, I hope you're feeling better. Debbie. So the month of September, for anyone that places a $45 order with me, will be entered for the draw at the end of the month for the Starstruck embossing folder. Okay? Lucy. And I got to go scrub my hands. Thank you so much, Darlene. Carol. So fun. And Kathy. Now, did I miss anybody? Judy, did I say you? I think you shared. I think you said, I think. Sorry, girls. Yep, you did share. Kathy, Carol, Lucy, Deb, Dar, Sherry, Judy, Karen. June, I will add your name. And June. I got you now. And June. Okay, let's see who wins and let's see what you choose. This is the other one that I did, but this is for our daughter. She's a September birthday. So this is her happy birthday. And this was actually cut using this die right here. This is such a beautiful, you're very welcome, June. Such a beautiful die cut, but this is Angela's birthday card. Okay, I've got the names in here, and let's choose a winner. Drum roll, please. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, okay, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a drum roll. I don't have a drum roll sound. Okay, so we're just going to not look, and I'm not going to look on the screen either. And I have one name, and the winner of today's card is Lucy. So Lucy, I think you're at work. I will get a hold of you, and I will find out which card you want. Thank you for sharing. I have to go wash these hands. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a blessed evening. And you know what? I am hoping, so stay posted. I'm hoping to go live tonight. I'm thinking probably 7 o'clock to work on Owen's album. Okay, so if you are an album creator, or if you want to see what I'm doing with Owen's album that I created, come and join me tonight at 7 o'clock. Stay posted on that because it might be 7:30, but I'm hoping 7 o'clock to work on Owen's album. Okay, so come and join me tonight. We will talk to you all later. Have a blessed day, and stay warm. I know it's a little chilly here, and winter hasn't even come. Oh, I said the winter word. Don't want to say that. Lucy, I'm going to get a hold of you and find out what card you want. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.